Joe Cross back here, and we've got two devices here, because here's the question. Do we juice? Do we blend? What is the difference when it comes to healthy living?
G'day, Ray, as well. We do both. We are all about trying to get as much plant food into our system as possible, and these two machines from Breville are fantastic at doing that. We've got the Boss Breville blender, and we've got our juicer, which we've been on before and talked all about that.
Ingredients for the juice. Going to throw this in, because we've juiced before.
We've got some cucumber, some spinach, some lime, and some apple, and some parsley.
Okay.
And we've got everything in here except throw in that cucumber. Let's throw that in.
Okay.
And let's explain that what we're doing with juicing is we're extracting the water from the plant. So we're leaving behind the cellulose, the structure, but we are taking in what's called the insoluble fibre. Whereas with a blender, we've got everything out in front here. We've got some kale leaves, some frozen mango, some pineapple, some coconut water, and some almonds. And so we fire up. This takes about a minute to run through the whole process. We don't have the minute, but you can see what's going on there. It's the whole plant that's being chopped up. So I'll just stop that now, and you can see that what we've done is we've actually got everything inside our machine. So both are good for us. This is going to have a lot more fibrous plant inside, but this is going to be a little bit more nutrient dense because we've extracted out the fibre. Make sense?
Makes complete sense, because that was one of the big questions. Anytime we juiced, a lot of people would ask, well, what happens with the fiber? So the fiber intake in this one smoothie that we're making here, is that good for a daily dose, or do we need more?
Both are great for daily dose. We actually want to do both. If you look at what we've got on the plate here, I mean, this is a tremendous amount of plant produce. If you could do one of these every morning, I mean, you're right up there on what you need for your fibre. Perfect. But likewise, with our juicer, we want to make sure that we're trying to get as much micronutrient intake into our system as possible. So I love both. People say which one's better. It really is a personal choice.
Okay, and you've made a lot of choices over the years. 5 years ago, Fat, Sick, Nearly Dead came out, 82 pounds down. You got off the meds, you changed your lifestyle. Now you're back with a new documentary. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead 2 really explores it was like, for me, losing the weight was one thing, but actually keeping it off and staying healthy in predominantly an unhealthy world, that's pretty tough, right? So what I tried to do in the new movie was get out and explore just how people like you and I and everyone else out there, how we can maintain this momentum of good, healthy eating. And it's not easy. So I went out, I travelled all around the world. We've got incredible stories even from as far away as Africa. We've got people that have rebooted their life, have changed their life with plants. And also we went out to our fans. We went out to 3,000 of our fans, and they sent in YouTube videos of little tips of what they're doing. So it's very much about this community. It's about support, and it's about ways that we can just do little steps, little things that can make our lives better.
And you know, when you talk about choice and ideas, one of the interesting things you introduced in the documentary is 2 feet of freedom. Tell us about this idea.
Yeah, I call this here, this here, the distance from your hand to your mouth is the last 2 feet of freedom. You know, you can do many, many things in this world that are, there's very few things you can do in this world that are free. You know, you can't drive home here at 100 miles an hour, some cop will pull us over and give us a ticket, but you can go home and order 20 pizzas. No one has a law against that. So this last bit of freedom, it really is a personal choice. Nobody straps people down and says, eat this cheeseburger, eat this pizza. So we need to understand that the freedom and the choice is ours, but there are so many other outside influences that are making that, and just to be aware and to really communicate with others. Find people in your life that want to help and support you.
Having a good, healthy food environment is the objective. Listen, we're going to give away a Breville juicer. Always good when you come here. Contest at btvancouver.ca. Subject line, Joe Cross. You could win it now and start living the lifestyle that you have done oh so well. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Rez. How about, you better have a sip before we go, eh?
Let's pour these out. We're going to go to Thor in the Lava, but always a good way to start the morning.
Field of Greens, green juice.
Field of Greens.
The Field of Greens.